Hey guys, happy Sunday. I want to come at you with a video on patience and speed. And I think this is the most difficult thing for a lot of guys to grasp, because these are two contradictory ideas if you really think about it. Because to be fast, you have to kind of have like low levels of patience. But then the issue is, to grow, you have to have patience. How do you put these two things together? One of my mentors told me many years ago, said, Zane, if you want to grow, you have to be impatient in the short run and very patient in the long run. It meant that the things that you got to do on a day-to-day basis, you have to be super impatient. You got to go right away. I got to go make my bed, done. I got to get this sale done immediately. Got to get this pull this car in immediately. I got to go put an ad out, hire somebody immediately. Just the tasks that you got to do on a day-to-day, you have to be like no patience. You just got to get it done. And if you worked with me on a day-to-day, especially in ops, whether it's in corporate, you'll find out that I have a very low degree of patience for tasks and just lack of execution. It's very, very difficult for me to put up with that. If something needs to be done and you're not doing it, it's very difficult to work with someone that does that. However, then there's those of you that are very good at this part. Absolutely murder it. Like you come in and you get things done, like you're just back to back to back. And then you think that because you did that for a week that you should get the next level. Or you did that for a month that you should get the next level. You get that for 2 months, you get the next level. And this message is really for you guys that think that, hey man, I've been selling for 4 months, man. What's next? Like, how do I get that next percent? How do I get that next level, that next position? That's where you guys find out that it doesn't quite work like that. It's interesting. The biggest thing right out of the gate is when you first start out, you don't have much skill. If you are very fast at executing in the beginning, say you're a 1%er, you start out and you're just starting out, you have no idea how to pull a car and you have no idea how to answer the phone, and you're able to nail those things in because you're very good at execution, you actually rise very quickly. We call those the low-hanging fruits, right? You come in and you get those basics down very fast. This allows you to basically become more valuable, maybe even twice as valuable. It's very likely that you can go from 1% to 2% within the first 30 to 60 days, which literally you're basically doubling your value in the first month to 2 months. And then you realize that the second percent may take you 60 to 90 days, or the third percent rather. So then the next, basically, it takes you twice as long to only add 30%. The first, again, in the first 30 to 60 days, you're able to double 100% growth, right? In skill set, because you didn't know anything. So you learned something and you went from 1 to 10, which really isn't that much money, 2%, right? You're just starting out. And then from 2 to 3, it takes you like triple the time to only get 30%. And then to get that fourth percent, it might take you 6 months. It might take you a year to only get a quarter. You might be like, Zane, that sucks. Diminishing returns. No, it's actually, as you climb up the tree, the next level is harder, which is why a lot of people stop. There's a reason why the average American makes under 70 grand a year, because that's like the easiest levels to, and most people settle. And as you get up the ranks in income, which we're just going to assume that income is all about value you bring to the marketplace, as you get to the next level is going to be harder. It's going to require even more sacrifice. It's going to require you to even be more patient and to put your head down for a lot longer. And you guys think that just because you got your first percent in 30 days, that you should just get another percent every 30 days. Dude, if it was that easy, everyone you'd know would be a multimillionaire, right? Because you'd just be compounding growth every month. You'd be doubling your income. But it doesn't quite work like that. It gets into a bell curve where a lot of people are just settle at the middle, and then you have some outliers here and some outliers here. The outliers here don't want to work at all. They have no patience. They have no execution. The people in the middle, they just have basic everything and they settle. They stop executing and they stop being patient. And then they just kind of give up because they're like, well, why should I keep doing this? I haven't seen any growth in like 6 months. Dude, I'll tell you something right now. If you want to be a professional at something and you think in 6 months you should be like one of the best, you are out of your damn mind. It takes years. I've said this before. Mastery takes 10 plus years for most people. And some of you guys have not even done this for a year, maybe 2, and you think you should be like the god of auto repair or sales. Get out of here, man. Go take some pills and lessons in humility. You're not that good. Nobody is. Nobody you know has mastered anything in 2 years. There just doesn't exist. It's all folklore and hearsay. Nobody does that. Nobody I know does that. You might have read it in a freaking book or a cartoon, right? This isn't The Last Airbender. Because I'll tell you right now, it's all about the marketplace. It's all about the team. I'm not the deciding factor. Everyone's like getting on Zane's throat about things, right? Like, do you realize, like, I don't even fire people? I don't really even hire people. I bring candidates in and the team hires them, and I bring candidates out, the team fires them. I'm like the doorman, right? I just stand there and I say, all right, here you go, sir. I'm like the usher. Like, you already bought the tickets. I just tell you where to sit. And then the team tells you to get out, right? The team says you get a raise. The team says you get a pay cut. I swear to God, I'm just the moderator, the mediator, whatever you want to call it. The market and the team, the customers will tell us how good you are by how much auto repair they buy from you and how many of their cars you can fix properly. The team will tell us how good your leadership is by whether their willingness to work with you, also their productivity being affected by you. If you're on a team and their productivity goes up because you're just pumped up all the time, you're on time, you're always being the example, and then they love working with you, immediately the team's going to be like, hey, we cannot lose this guy. Please take care of him, give him more, give him whatever he wants. And on the contrary, the opposite is also true. If you're like somebody that sucks the life out of the team and they don't want to work with you and you're the first guy that they would get rid of, well, then again, it's not up to Zane. I'm just being very truthful with you guys. This is how we grow a company. You have to let the team and the market make the decision. I don't protect you from the market. I will teach you. I will guide you. I'll make these videos. I will tell you everything I know so that you're not surprised by anything that happens to you, because that would be my mistake. But I'm not the king. I'm not a dictator. That's just a side note on that. If you want to grow, you have to be extremely fast in the short run and extremely patient in the long run. You have to execute every day like your life depends on it. And then in the long run, you have to be patient like you're watching grass grow. And if you can do those two things for an extended period of time and your execution levels keep getting better and the skill set you keeps getting better, your leadership and the team's attitude about you keeps getting better, then inevitably growth is going to happen. Does that make sense, guys? 2 + 2 = 4. If you do these things, you can even tell me logically, of course you would grow. It's just that people want hacks and shortcuts and cheats. I don't have cheats, man. I keep telling you guys that. I didn't get here with cheats. I'm still working. If you thought I was some cheat code guy, some Wall Street banker guy that just hit the the lucky stock or the Bitcoin millionaire, you got the wrong guy. This isn't about that. This is about grit, building your character and real skill set that you can transfer and you can own for the rest of your life. There's no gimmicks here. There's no gigs that just expire because you hit the lucky break. No, you're gonna become somebody who emulates value and wealth. And once you understand that, you will have the most supreme confidence no matter what business you run. Because once you become an operator, you can run any business, you can lead any team. I believe that that's what you're doing, and auto repair is just a means to an end. I've said that 1,000 times. We'd be doing this in any industry. We just happen to be in auto repair because we have an unfair competitive advantage, and we're going to do this until we can, and then we'll probably move on to the next thing and continue to kick butt. So that's what it's all about. I've been always open about that, but just again, execute today and for the next 10 years before you come and talk to me about, hey man, how do I get more? You will know when you get more, trust me. You will know.